Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of the Magic Arena Run. It's been a pretty hectic week for me. Pretty much never had a night out to myself, so it's been a while, but well, let's do what we do best. Rank draft. Here we go. Now, what exactly are we looking for? Arasta is kind of okay. Actually, it's turning out to be not so great considering almost everything your opponent plays is an enchantment, and they're even enchantments with flash. That said, Arasta looks pretty much okay, because Triumphant Surge is there. That's kind of okay. That's removal. The only thing I would probably pick over it is definitely Final Death. So I'll just take the Arasta. I already have a playset of these, so this doesn't mean anything to me. So let's see. Black is good. Wait, no Final Death, but we do have Mars Grasp. That's good removal. Actually, white-black is a pretty good combination. You get your Mars Grasp and whatnot, and you get ways to kind of bring back enchantments. So let's at least go for the removal. Let's go for black-green. Let's see if we can get any Final Deaths. Probably not likely. Binding of the Titans. Creature or land. So it doesn't combo with Mars Grasp. Combos with Arasta. What else do we have here? Nothing much. Setessan Skirmisher. Not so strong. Birth of Meletis is actually kind of stronger. Let's take the binding first. See if we can actually get some. Okay, we got the Blightbred Catoblepas. That's a good pick. Return to Nature is also a decent pick. I'll take the Catoblepas because that is more top end than that. Okay, Enemy of Enlightenment. It's 5/5 flying for 6. Still a 5/5 flying for 6, even if our opponent doesn't have anything. We can hope to wield the Omen at least. It's not the best card, so that's something to consider. Aspect of Lamprey. Heliod's Pilgrim is a nice combo with Mars Grasp. I guess we could take this one, since I'm not exactly liking everything else. Let's take this one, see if green is actually still good or not. I might not want the second one of this. I might not have much of a choice. What am I going to take? Sentinel's Eyes? Fruit is not great. Let's just take the other enemy, but probably should put one in the sideboard. I don't want to run both. Okay, Omen of the Dead. There's a good one. Hero of the Pride. That's a 2/2 for 2. It's not bad. Green is looking kind of dry at this point, so let's focus on black at least for now, then see what comes up later. Okay, there's a Grove Dancer. There's a Temple Thief. Triumphant Surge is still here. I'm gonna take the Triumphant Surge. We're gonna bin the green. Okay, we got an Omen of the Dead. We should probably take an Omen or Nyxborn Marauder. Commanding Presence, I'm not too keen on it. I'd rather have one of these two Omens. Let's take Omen of the Sun, because there are some good synergies with this, but right now we're just filling out the curve. Okay, there's our Marauder. Unfortunately, there's also a Sunmean Pegasus, which is generally better. We'll take that one. That's uncommon. I'm probably not gonna run Bronze Sword at all. So, ooh, Tectonic Giant's very good. Elspeth's Nightmare is also good. So there's also we already have one Heliod's Pilgrim. I probably don't want to. I kind of want the second one, but probably not this early. Tech Giant's a good pick, I guess. No, let's play to win. Elspeth's removal. Got another Mars Grasp, so that's a good pick. Another Blightbred Catoblepas. There's also Timoret. I might want to actually just take the Timoret at this point. We're not getting any. Well, they're uncommon, so I'm not surprised why we're not getting any. So we could just take a Marauder right now. We could also just take a Rage-Scar Berserker. This has a good ETB effect. Let's just take the Nyxborn more. No, I'm probably gonna see this wheel again. I'll take the Rage-Scar at this point. Okay, Dawn Evangel. This one's actually good. Oh wait, but we also have a Final Death. We have to take the what I call the Mythic Common. This is probably one of the best cards here. We should at least have one. Also Revoke Existence. That's also good too. There's also a Daxos, but he's not. If we're going for devotions, really for black. So Nyxborn Marauder, Underworld Charger gives us reach in a sense. So let's take that one. Grim Physician's kind of okay. Pious Wayfarer can be annoying. If I were to take one of these, it's probably Grim Physician. I want to focus more on black. We'll take the Grim Physician. We'll definitely take the another Omen. Traveler's Amulet, maybe not so much. We'll take the second Omen. Take a Leonin. And another Leonin, but I don't want to run all three of these. Okay, now is a good time to get the next Marauder. Mirror Shield or Rumbling Sentry? Well, we have a good top end already. I'll take the Mirror Shield. Not sure if I really want to run this. Well, the Hexproof is interesting. And let's just leave it there for now. We're looking for a very good way to... We definitely have to take one Gary at this point. Inevitable End is a sort of removal. Dreadful Apathy is also a sort of removal. I'm gonna take the Apathy, but we kind of want to have more Heliod's Pilgrims at this point. Second Gary is also not bad. Grim Physician, sure. Actually, we should start checking... Okay, the Banishing Light, that's a definite yes. We're kind of drying out at this point, so let's take the Lampad if that's Vigil. There's another Helios Pilgrim. We should have at least 2 copies of this given what we have. Rumbling Sentry, probably not gonna run it. I'll just take the uncommon. Birth of Meletis, Phalanx Tactics might be a thing. Okay, let's check out the cards that we want to cut if ever. Probably want to cut the Berserker and the Enlightenment. We could just keep... Okay, here's the thing. I want to take Birth of Meletis. It guarantees us another Plains. Buys us some time, so to speak. Phalanx Tactics gives us some reach around. We don't have that many creatures per se. Omen? I don't want another Omen. Hero is probably worth... No, most of our stuff targets our opponents. We did not get the Dawn Evangel, which is a shame. I guess I'll probably... Bird is probably not bad. Phalanx Tactics... We'll just take the bird. Got Karametra's Blessing. Good enchantment. Good instant, actually. It's a good combat trick. All things considered. Yeah, we'll take one. We're gonna need to make a lot of cuts at this point. We'll take the Libation. Probably don't want the Glory Bearers. Courser. I don't want any of these. If I'm gonna... This feels like a 3-mana format, so if I'm gonna fill up on stuff, it's probably the 3-mana slot. We'll just take the next one. Courser. Indomitable Will. Probably not... It's an interesting in our set, but... yeah. The 20 gems from Arasta. So... We're gonna need to make a lot of non-creature cuts, so... Omen of the Dead is probably an easy cut here. Marauder Final Deck. We want to keep all our creatures at this point, so Mirror Shield might not make it either. Omen of the Sun's technically a creature, so we'll keep that. Blessing's gonna go. Need to cut 2 more. Okay, this is removal. Birds might actually be not so great here. Also note that we don't have that many constellation triggers, so Leonin of Lost Pride might be better than, say, Lampad of Death's Vigil. At least it's more aggressive, so to speak, so I guess I can make that switch. Or I can just add... Or I can still add the Lampad. Make our cuts on the 3 to 4 mana slots, like Nyxborn Marauder... 4-3... I guess I could just cut that. I can cut that one. Still need to make 2 non-creature cuts. Removal. And it's all removal. We're kind of... Okay, the Revoke Existence might be the weakest one. It does exile though. Triumphant Surge might be the weakest one here. Okay, let's cut the Triumphant Surge. Yeah, I want to make the deck as black as possible, so probably cut the Lost Pride. Bring back the Marauder in. We probably should make cuts on the 2 or 3 slot. Probably... I'll probably cut the Revoke Existence for now. This is looking a bit weird. This is definitely some sort of with a little bit of devotion. That's kind of how I'm putting it right now. So the Sunmane Pegasus, we're not gonna... We could kind of buff it if we bring Indomitable Will in, but technically we don't have any strong buff effects. This is annoying enough though, so I'm gonna keep it as is. Things to consider, yeah, 914. If I play 10-7, I might want to just cut Birth and exchange for bringing back the Revoke Existence. I kind of want to go 10-7 here. Do I have another black card I can... Omen of the Dead. I guess I can bring Omen back. Omen of the Dead in. So we're gonna test this out a bit. Revoke Existence is in Birth of Meletis are pretty much the first cards I want to put back in if ever. So we're gonna try to figure out what our weakest links are. Probably maybe just load up on creatures. We just want to be as aggressive as possible. Hopefully not run into any... Okay, so we got a Lampad into a Heliod's Pilgrim. Tutoring for... It's an Mired's Grasp. So this is going to be very slow. So at least we got turn 2 Lampad. Opponent plays Transcendent Envoy. Got double Pilgrim, so we can at least dig through our deck. So let's see what our opponent has. If he plays Dreadful Apathy... Dreadful Apathy and Lampad is probably not the worst thing. Indomitable Will. Chainweb Arachnia, so he actually has some defense against this. Okay, so here's the thing. I kind of want to just Mired's Grasp the Chainweb Arachnia for now. So basically, I'm waiting to see if our opponent plays... If he loads up on enchantments, I'd be really happy. Ooh, actually this is very bad because Farrakhan's Libation does nothing now. Well, actually no, it does something. I can still name creature. So taking a bit of damage, but we get to keep our board present, so to speak. So we can also just play Heliod's Pilgrim, sack Heliod's Pilgrim to Lampad. Omen of the Sun. Opponent not playing these. Well, I guess what he's doing is he's trying to go for the... So we're going... Heliod's Pilgrim. This is representing Gift of Strength, so I'm gonna hold on that for now. Let's... Oh, we're literally down to our last aura, so the other Heliod's Pilgrim's not gonna do anything. I kinda want to see if he has it. Nope, doesn't have it. Let's play Grim Physician. Opponent has 3 cards including... So he... Oh, tutoring up for a very powerful enchantment, I presume. Thankfully, we have all these removal auras. So it turns out we have 1, 2, 3... Turns out we only have 3 auras. I might want to reconsider adding an Indomitable Will. I think our opponent might have well, playing this one's probably not a great idea. Is he gonna... Okay, he's not gonna sack it. I'm gonna send both. The trick here is if he double blocks Heliod's Pilgrim, I sack the Grim Physician, take out one of his... Okay. I'm trying to see what he was trying to do there. Okay. So I can actually just play Omen of the Sun, then start pinging with Landhand. Opponents now... He now has all the cards he needs to bring back Chainweb Arachnir. So... When he brings it back, I'm just going to hit it with Dreadful Apathy. It's a shame that I won't get to click it on the next same turn. It's Mana Shine. Return to Nature. Cast this first, actually. Then I'm actually gonna sack this to its own effect. Now our opponent's Labyrinth of Skophos not doing so great right now. It's saving him one damage a turn. Opponent knows we have Mired's Grasp, so it's kind of stalling him out. I can play Heliod's Pilgrim, but it just tells him we have nothing. Opponent is gonna sack to probably dig for some actual gas. That's actually the big concern we have. We don't actually have much in terms of gas. I'm definitely gonna sack Omen of the Sun next turn. Yeah, we're lacking the big synergies and whatnot. Opponent has to decide whether to bring back Chainweb. If I sack this one, I'm definitely getting us another Swamp. That will allow us to do the Dreadful Apathy chain. There we go. Power 2 or less, so they won't kill anything. In fact, I probably want to bin these two. Get ourselves a Banishing Light instead. So we're kind of chocked. We might take one hit from Chainweb if he... Oh. Does it? Bye. Let's see if he's gonna just keep spending mana on library. That's gonna be it's gonna be awfully inefficient. At least we'll get our damage through. Opponent's eventually gonna need to have a good creature. We kind of have the removal waiting for him. He did get 2 Scry triggers. Those are big Scry triggers as well. I guess it was just dealing with the Transcendent Envoy, that was a big thing. Nextborn Colossus. I kind of want to bring back the Return to Nature. Just what would I cut for it? That's the question. And yeah. Just like that, our opponent got overloaded. He can make it... It's only until end of turn. If I Mars Grass, he'll make one creature, which is fine. The thing is, it will only make a 1/1. Yeah, 1/1. That's it. I guess we have too many answers. Kind of weird thing to say, but that's what it's looking like. Anyway, let's go for it. So that said, we know that Heliod's Pilgrim does run into a strange weakness of... Okay, do we have any other aura effects? Literally just Indomitable Will. But I would rather run Revoke Existence over it. In fact... the more I think of it, we don't have that many, so we're not exactly draining for much. Guess that's fine. We kind of need this though. We're not always going to draw into our aura, so having the Heliod's Pilgrim as a backup is just fine too. I probably would have preferred another, well, Dreadful Apathy would be way too good, but that's not a bad choice. We did have a choice of another Mire's Grasp, but I think having at least one final death is correct. So turn 2 Lost Pride, turn 3 Charger, Omen in the Sun. Yeah, we're definitely keeping this. So far the game is kind of having mercy on us in terms of mana. Yeah, I'm actually happy with this one since it's a more traditional set. I should have just played double white. I didn't need to run black early. Opponent Destiny Spinner. Sure. Okay, we have a choice. I could just Mars Grasp it now. I can also play this to offer the trade. It takes 4 mana. Yeah, let's play this to offer the trade. See what our opponent does, because this plays a Birth of Meletis. Okay, so we can kind of Mars Grasp on the intern. We got both Mars Grasps. Next turn we play Nyxborn Marauder. So the wall's gonna set us back a bit. So will Taranika, so we're gonna definitely have to answer her. No need to attack at this point. So we're only gonna be able to shoot her for 1 aura if we draw a healer. Well, Dreadful Apathy's not bad, though I would rather not spend it on a 0/4 wall. Actually, Nyxborn and Grey Merchant's probably not a bad set also. So in fact, I kind of want to set this up. I'm willing to play the Grey Merchant first before Underworld Charger. Dreadful Apathy doesn't have the time to trigger it yet, so I will still get a... Grey Merchant shot. And now we can double block the Glory Bearers. Very suboptimal. We also have the choice to Dawn Evangel, so... Oh, it's a bit of a non-bow with... Okay, so far... Let's play the Heliod's Pilgrim. We're definitely taking our last viable one, but we're not playing it yet. I can just play Underworld Charger now, just to get something, though he can't block, so it's only gonna get eaten by Glory Bearers. I might even want to set a stop, so when I play Ominous Sun, I get to scry in my upkeep. Okay, opponent. Yeah, it's a not... Dreadful Apathy's a non-bow with Dawn Evangel. Yeah, he did have cards to bring back. Trancing Lar. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, really could use an Indomitable Will effect. So I kind of want to do... Ooh, Grim Physician's an option. Timuret's a good option too. I kind of don't want the Grim Physician. So which would I rather? Because it looks like our opponent might have... Because I can start eating his graveyard. Okay, these are not optimal. Yeah, we're both just stuck staring at each other. It's not a good thing. I definitely want to take out the Vogue Existence. Yeah, sure. I figured it would happen. At least kind of got out of the way. So definitely playing... I really want him to attack. Okay, getting greedy. So we're definitely blocking this, so... And we'll take 4. Does he have the... If he has a pump effect, so be it. Now, let's exile the one card I do not want to see. Taranika. Actually, I should exile an enchantment because there is a card that brings it back. I don't want to play this yet. Let's pass. Opponent needs this side. He's gonna tap this down, which is fine. Well, not so fine since he is finding uses for his mana. It's got even more mana now. He probably has the White Devotion Guide that makes a lot of small tokens, so that could be a problem. Let's take the hits again. Basically, he can keep spending mana, I suppose. I'm gonna take this out because I don't know what our opponent's deck has. It might have more upside. So we're gonna swing. We're gonna kind of force a race of sorts. No, I'm not liking my odds though. If our opponent doesn't have anything to play, Nessian Wonder, okay. Okay, another Leonin, so that's fine. Now we do have to hold back. Essentially, this one's on lockdown forever, which is not too bad. We do have another Grey Merchant. We do have the Catablipas, so... It's really a question of... Wait, our opponent also untap the Lyre? I guess he can tap that down. That's fine, I guess. Allows me to swing with this. Yeah, opponent... Okay, if we got Omen of the Dead, what do we bring back? It's literally just Leonin. Okay. Let's bring back our only creature. Let's cast it. And yeah, what the heck. Might as well sack it now so that we have an idea what we do not want to draw. Lampad. Probably too weak in this scenario. I don't want to draw it either. Just also thankful that our opponent seems to be kind of flooded right now. Just waiting for... Problem is, we used up Dreadful, the 2 Mars Grass. We have a Banishing Light, a Final Death, and that's it. We have another... Okay, that did not help us at all. I guess we're passing. We don't exactly have anything good. I'm just gonna keep this one locked down because it makes... Probably playing Lampad was not such a... Okay. Opponent does have auras. That might be a problem. Yeah, I figured he'd have an... Okay, Indomitable Will. So... Makes it a 3-4. Gets himself a 1-1. Okay, maybe it's not too bad. We're... If we let the game run through, we're the ones that are probably gonna lose. We only have one other Grey Merchant. That only drains so much. We have a Catoblepas. That's about it. Yeah, we're... The problem is we're short on... Game... We have tons of removal, but we don't have the big punch. If you remember my previous draft, that big punch was literally just Nessie and Boar. Yeah, lacking that one big thing is a problem. Okay, got a Grim Physician. So this one itself is not too bad. Yeah, maybe binning the Lampad was a mistake, because I could have sacked it. I could have brought it back as a bigger creature. Okay. Opponent gets back a forest, so not optimal for opponent. We know very well where this Indomitable Will wants to go to, but... Farrakhan's Libation doesn't... Okay, if I name Enchantment, it sacks one of these two. If I name Creature, it sacks one of these 4. Let's wait. Because if I can get him to cast Indomitable Will, I can sack the Libation with it on the stack. But opponent's well disciplined. He's not going to go for it. So we probably... Because what he can do is... He can cast the Indomitable Will, put it on here, get a creature, then just sack the Indomitable Will. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Might as well put it now because it's not going to get any better. Sack an enchantment. So he can play the Indomitable Will in response, or he can just let it through, so he can sack either the Courser or the Wanderer. Or at least I can get the Indomitable Will out so I don't have to keep doing combat math around it, which is fine too. Yeah. Then he can sack the Will. He draws a card. Does Indomitable Will draw you a card? No. What drew him a card? Oh, Nessian Wanderer drew him a card. Okay. So our position's not looking great. We are, as this game goes, we're probably gonna lose this one. We actually have a lot of creatures that can't block properly. The fact that our opponent's been hasn't been shuffling things around, I guess it's fine. We're about to be blown out soon. Okay, so this one, okay. Why not? Yeah. Got about 15 cards left. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got about 5 lands left to pick up from. Which is not good. That's about that's a 1/3 chance. Our opponent's board position is looking better than ours. It's been... No, just take the hit for now. Again, it's not gonna get better, but it's also not gonna... Archive of Soul... Okay, it just got worse. Yeah, we have no way to deal with this. I can swing with this at least. But he just keeps blocking with the wall. I'm looking... It's looking like I do want to revoke Existence. Omen of the Dead doesn't actually bring back any good. It might bring back a Grey Merchant, but it's more likely to bring back one of these Leonins, so not looking that great. So we do have to block now. Yeah, this is a good game for us. We drew way too many lands at this point. Probably the land. Okay, Elspeth's Nightmare. Destroyed 2 or less. Probably want to just take Siona. Actually, the wall's probably a better pick there. But yeah, we're gonna lose this one. We don't have enough creatures to block an additional 2 damage, and we're gonna keep losing creatures at this rate. So we're gonna lose that one. It's a bit of a shame. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yep. Next game, remind me to cut Omen of the Dead. Revoke Existence is probably a good pick. In fact, okay, so we got the Omen's not great, but we do get the Heliod's Pilgrim and Banishing Light options, so we're keeping this. So let's lead out on white. I don't see a reason to play Omen of the... Yeah, that's also not a problem. This is not a card that you will jam just because you have 3 mana. This is way too situational. Well, it milled me some lands, which is not too bad. They actually have a trick. He will target. He'll probably target mine, thinking he'll gain life. Okay, so there is some use. Oh, he has more binding. Okay, what did I lose? Okay, not too bad. So he is going to take 1 creature for sure. Let's take the Dreadful Apathy while we still can. Opponent is stuck on mana right now, so we will lose 2 of our creatures. Our opponent will redraw 1 of his creatures. Does he have the red mana? That's the question. Oh, opponent is literally stuck. So he could return a creature. Oh, no reason not to take your position at this point. So basically yeah, these were red, so it didn't quite matter. It's just a matter of time before he draws a red card, so I don't want him to get that advantage. Does he have the combat trick? Oh man. Okay, sure. He could just block 1 each, that's fine. He could choose to double block that one. That's also fine. Yeah, we'll play the Nyxborn Marauder first. Probably because that's the only good play. I can't play Catoblepas until next turn. I'm just waiting for him to play a big creature. That counts. Yeah, he's just gonna block with that one. Now I definitely want to. I definitely want to sack. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put a stop. I definitely want to sack. Yeah, I don't want these two, so. Still did not want that, but I can't complain anymore. Now we're getting some hits in. Opponent finally gets his red mana. Probably got some removal to go with this. No, goes for the Hero of the Nyxborn. We can go for the Apathy Chain at this point. We can just do Mire's Grasp. If he had the pump effect, I'd be so... Well, pump effect would not be so bad. So definitely swinging with these two. He might still have a pump effect now, which would annoy me. But it's better to get out of the way. Yeah, our opponent stumbling on mana early kind of saved us a bit. And yeah, Libation gave us some place, so I'm willing to keep the Libation and maybe... Though it's awfully situational, I think in the long run, yeah, the third Mire's Grasp was probably better. Okay, so we got the we're probably going for the Apathy Chain. Yeah, I really want Revoke Existence at this point. Drafted 3 Heroes of the Nyxborn. That was something. Okay, opponents. Well, I'm also drawing a ton of lands, so neither of us can quite complain. Well, I did win, so yeah, our opponent can complain. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna cut Omen of the Dead now. It's very situationally good, but that's the key word, situationally. Revoke Existence is also situational, but it fits better. It fits the narrative of the set better, so we're gonna make that change. I also might want to put Enemy of Enlightenment after all. Basically, because think of it this way. These two guys are not strong creatures. Underworld Charger is underperforming, so I'm gonna put one Enemy of Enlightenment. Otherwise, everything looks okay. Do I want the Indomitable Will? Again, Faricast Libation... Okay. Because in that last game, it kind of fit. In this game, in the game before it, it kind of whiffed. It also helps build up one of our threats. I'm gonna give it a look-see. After all, there might be such a thing as too much removal. Though I can't complain too much about that. So okay, so we're probably playing Pilgrim into we're gonna play Pilgrim into Pilgrim, getting our Mire's Grasps. No turn 2 play, so that's something to consider. So turn 3 Pilgrim. Only place Medomai's Prophecy, so sure. Well, it's draw 2 cards for 2 mana. 2 turns later. It's still a draw 2. It's just super delayed gratification. Again, if I have a choice, it's always Dreadful Apathy first, because that's the more universal one. That said, I am willing to play the second Pilgrim just to get the Mire's Grasp out so that I will always have the option. That said, would I Sweet Oblivion? That's a card draw spell, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if our opponent counters this. Because, okay, it doesn't counter. Opponent has to consider all their options. I probably need to double check what's... Oh, Vexing Gull. Yeah, sure. That's something to remember if our opponent's playing some sort of blue. In this case, our opponent's playing mono blue. Sweet Oblivion. We mill Elspeth's Nightmare and a bunch of lands, so I'm not unhappy with that. It's actually fine. I'm still drawing lands, so opponent might have a counter for this. Probably not confirmed. If our opponent has a surprise, we could just Indomitable Will. I think he might have a bounce effect, but it's probably not the best idea. Omen and Sea, okay. Opponent's actually playing a mill deck of sorts. It will take a while to mill, but it's not impossible. So the trick now is we want to start bashing in. Opponent knows what our top card is. We just really want to do. I wonder if well, this is not Merfolk's Secret Keeper, so if our opponent drafted a good number of these, good for him. Sweet. Okay, there's the second one. That's all our removal, but I don't think the removal matters to our opponent at this point. Okay, Indomitable Will, because we kind of... Yeah, in fact, I don't think we need to worry too much about removal at this point. Well, our opponent might have a bounce. Okay. Opponent has a bounce effect. Riptide Turtle. Okay, so it gets to block it. This might be worth hitting with the Dreadful Apathy Chain at this point. Nope. If our opponent has another Riptide Turtle, yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one because our opponent drafted a Sweet Mill deck. Also, well, our opponent needs... Well, he can sack Omen the Sea. He can sack this to set up the next mill. It'll take out one card, but once you have... Another Riptide Turret? No. It's... Okay. This might be the mass counter spell deck. Yeah, this is going to be a problem for us. Memory Drain. Well, it's only Scry 2, so it's not that bad. Not great for us either, though. Yeah, yeah, losing all our removal was... ooh. Tapped. Oh. That's annoying. I'll give it that. It's very annoying, but can't do it. Yeah, we're deciding to beat traditional decks. This is nowhere near. Let's see, what do we lose? We lose one Gary, we lose Lampad. Does this have Vigilance? No, it doesn't have Vigilance. That's Sunmare Pegasus. Probably should not have used the double white. Well, we do have options. Opponent can keep... Well, he's used up all... Yeah, hitting the Green Merchant was bad. He is out of good cards at this point. Triton Wave Rider. What's this do? Whenever a champion gains flying. Probably afraid I had another combat trick. I really wish I did. All of a sudden, the tactics is looking very good. Yeah, we lost one Cat of Lepas. Oh, I kind of wish I had Omen of the Dead now at this point. Opponent now has 4 cards in graveyard, including these 2, so he can nuke Sleep of the... He's probably gonna have to nuke Sleep of the Dead. Yeah, losing all the removal was very painful. That said, we do have a big flyer. We haven't lost that yet. Opponent can't quite cast Sweet Oblivion yet. Cast Sage of Mysteries. Oh, we need to remove this. He can block it safely. Oh, he wasn't paying attention. Oh, he might have thought I had an effect that can kill the Grim Physician. So 4/4. Beginning of your upkeep, each player discards a card. So I am fueling his escape. Does he have an answer to this? I'll be annoyed if he does, but Sleep of the Dead. Okay, he had to eat the Sweet Oblivion, so that's okay. My dear Kraken. So this is gonna keep getting bigger. Oh, each player discards. Might as well keep attacking with this. He's eventually gonna wise up that I don't have anything. So this is now a 3/4. It's on upkeep, so if he doesn't cast this, he's gonna lose it. Yeah, he casts that. Probably he can sack that. Oh, okay, so okay, that's not a big loss. Okay, Wave Rider. Sure, we'll take the tree. We're definitely blocking that. In fact, I think our opponent might have made a mistake. Exile Sleep of the Dead, so I don't have to worry about that again. Take out Trident Wave Rider, so I don't have to worry about that again. So I'll only be forced to discard that. Okay, so I'm just gonna swing. So we're off to the races at this point. Our opponent can easily just sack this to draw 3 cards. It'll shrink this guy. Not by much though. So we still have this one. 2/2. So it becomes a 3/3 next turn. We really could use some more creatures. Idol Philosophy. Okay. Lose Grim Physician. We lose our other Grey Merchant, but at this point that's not the plan anymore. We're down to 3 cards. So we can potentially, we could lose this game. Okay, if I swing with this one, I only get to take out Elite Instructor. Probably not a... It's not a good trade. At this point, I'm dead either way, so I might as well just keep swinging. It's in our opponent's best interest to keep Oh, he can actually kill this guy now. Yep. Yeah, we lost this game. We had no way to take out the Eidolon. We don't have any other big creatures here. Yeah, this is a good game already. I want to see what... Can I see what else our opponent did draft a very good deck. I'll give him that. Yeah. Well, that was close, but our opponent had the second Suite of Oblivion. That was a very good mill hit. That one, yeah, we couldn't help that one. That's a shame. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Looks like Indomitable Will is kind of not worth it. Libation probably isn't worth. Do I just want more creatures? But even then, what? Nyxborn Courser? Second enemy? I'm open to as many options as I could, so I probably would run the second enemy. I could cut one Grim Physician in exchange for a third Leonin. That makes sense too. So let's do a check on our man. It's 10-13. I think an 8-9 works now better here. Yeah, so we're trying all options. Yeah, Enemy of Enlightenment kind of worked. It's again, we just literally ran into the worst possible matchup. It's also a bit sad that we're only getting the draft. We're not getting Theros Beyond Death drafts for the entire season. It's gonna be on and off again. But I can understand the logic where if people overdraft too much, like I was able to draft Eldraine to death, so I kind of have a lot of the cards already. So I can understand the logic there. It does mean that they could not do a rank draft token. It's a traditional draft token, so that one is always on, so that's fine. Playing the Storms first. We only need one white per se. I didn't put the double white creature. Actually, now you think of it, casting spells is a lot easier. Splashing is theoretically easier also because they don't have that many creatures that trigger Devotion. Is this gonna be the mono blue deck again? Am I going... Okay, if I see another Sweet Oblivion, I'm okay. Blue greens, probably not that. Okay. Definitely running the Pilgrim because we want to get Dreadful Apathy out into the open. So next turn, probably just Mars Grasping something. Depends, but Nexus Wardens. Okay, we're probably not Mars Grasping that. I could hit the Nexus. I could swing with Heliod's Pilgrim into Nexus Wardens, deal the damage to the Nexus Wardens, then Mars Grasp. Come on, you can't resist it. Oh, he did resist it. Good for him. Do I just Dreadful Apathy it now? No. He will gain a ton of life off this, so the Grey Merchants are not going to be doing much. Try to Wave Rider. Okay, he's not gaining life off it yet. So I'm gonna heal out Pilgrim first. Grab our other Mired's Grasp. Cast our other Mired's Grasp on the Triton Wave Rider. Swing. Our opponent can start kind of gaining life. At least we shut down some of the constellation triggers per se. Okay. Let's see if he has the gift. If he has Gift of Strength, sure, go for it. Nope, no Gift of Strength. Doesn't have a follow-up either. It feels awfully weird final deathing the Nexus one. At this point, I don't have the... I need the 6 mana to hit the Dreadful Apathy. I'm actually gonna wait for him to cast... Okay, didn't cast the Omen. Kinda want him to cast something. Because I'm actually happy to just trade 1 damage, 1 damage. Just waiting for him to cast something big. He knows I'm representing Final Death, but the onus is on him. He can't keep waiting on me forever, per se. Okay, fine. So Final Death, stupid Mardens. He might have the counter spell for it. Might also realize that this is an awful use of Final Death. And just let it... Oh, has the Starlit Mantle. Okay. I forgot that's also a thing. Nice thing about Starlit Mantle is that that's only a one shot. So let's see if he has a nut that doesn't have the other Starlit Mantle. Opponent can start drawing cards, so really have to be careful when to cast Enemy of Enlightenment. You can swing and then draw the cards. In which case I'm free to go ask what... Ooh. Where's my Revoke Existence? Leonin of Lost Pride's not gonna cut it. This one doesn't cut it either. I can just play Grey Merchant. Into Grey Merchant. I'm probably just gonna run the 2 Grey Merchants just to build a buffer. Okay, I don't think I can build a buffer anymore. Yeah, if there's one card I was gonna lose, it's definitely that. Yeah, worst. Revoke Existence really should have been... I'll take a Banishing Light. Now, if he has to return to nature, yeah, he deserves to win. And I still have no answer to... Well, I can just chump block this to Oblivion, but... Altar... Okay, that's... Nylea's Forerunner. Okay, that's a problem. So I can't chump block these forever. In fact... Hold on, this is 14... I can kind of just go down to 1, but this... Yeah, it's really sad. I probably should just... Okay, I do have a... Nope. Mars Grasp doesn't matter because I'm going to hit the Forerunner anyway. Buy a little life. Take out the Forerunner. So I can now chump block again. In fact, I probably need to save these 3 just to be able to take out the Colossus. Come on, don't do the math. Don't do the math. Good, didn't do the math. If he has a combat trick, it's game over anyway. It wouldn't really matter. Let's take out the Forerunner because that's more dangerous at this point. How do I beat the sea? Well, this is actually... No, I feel awfully sad for this one. This is supposed to be Tomocatris. I also feel bad for this enemy of enlightenment. It's turning out that as long as your opponent has an idol of philosophy, it's going to die. So I'm gonna have to sack the Grey Merchant. I can also... Yeah. Yeah, I figured that much. There's really no out to that. I do have a Catoblepas, but that does nothing here. In fact, I'm literally just throwing chump blockers into the street. Nice as Guru. How many cards does he have? Okay, not quite there yet. Yeah. Well, I guess if there's a good reason to say you lost, it's to a deck that has two mythics. Okay, Lampad and 2 lands, that's not bad. Does he have the... Oh, he does have the... Okay, now he can play Uro. Oh, well. This, I'll be honest, the draft was a bit suboptimal. Yeah, we didn't have the creatures we really wanted. We had all the removal we wanted. It's just that sometimes you run... We just also happened to run into this matchup with... Goodness, busted mythics. And the previous matchup where removal doesn't quite matter. Well, yeah. And success in training. Yeah, that's a good game. Well, then it has to go well for someone. So it's a no shocker there. But we did have an interest. It was interesting for us at least. We did get some wins out of that. It's not complete loss per se. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. I am kind of behind I'm kind of behind in building up levels. I haven't been playing that much recently. Oh, this is the card that, well, it didn't quite beat us, but it's a good reminder of the deck that did. Anyway, I'm probably gonna try to keep getting back on track if life does not give me too much work to do. But anyway, that's how things go. Magic is still just that. It's just a game. It's not something that we can dedicate center our entire lives to and whatnot. But it's something that we appreciate, and I am quite appreciative of it. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Take care. God bless. Have a great week, everyone.